Hi everyone, how are you? Raven Black Star here, and I'm going to do a reading. We're going to do a quick draw. We're going to go through all of the signs and see what's going on. So we're going to start with the energies of Aries today. So please take what works, leave what does not. All right, messages are for the greatest and highest good. So Aries, we start out with you needing to really face the fact that you are coming to a point where you're going to have to make a decision and possibly go in another direction. Now, I do have here with this card of co-creation that maybe something has not been working really well between you and a partner. And I feel as if it's just time, to keep questioning over and over again, why, what's going on, what's not. I mean, I think it's finally time to face facts and say that, this is just not for me and I have got to move on. So yes, you are here at that point where you're going to have to make a decision. That fork in the road isn't going to disappear. If anything, it's going to get clearer and clearer and clearer that whatever this situation is that you are involved in, it's time to move on. Anything else? Yeah, and I feel as if this has been like knocking at your door. It's not like, it's been nagging at you that you're going to have to make a decision, and it may require you separating, and letting go of something, whether it's a person, a job, could be a house, that you've been hanging on to that you don't like anymore. What the situation is, but I feel as if you're done trying to figure it out, make it work, and why. I think it's just time. I really feel, honestly, Aries, that, your spirit, your intentions, your higher power, whatever you want to call it, it has been really kind of letting you know that it's really time for you to make a move and possibly go in another direction. All right, that's what I got for you, Aries. So let's turn to our Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What messages do you have for all of our Taurians today? Grateful, thankful to each one of you. So if you do like the reading, hit that like button. Yeah, it's so simple. It takes like no time at all. Just hit that. It'll really help my channel. All right, so Taurus, never-ending story. I think you're starting to see that this situation you are involved in, it's not changing. It's not changing, and I think you're starting to see that it might be time for you to move in another direction, especially if you want some peace in your life. So I feel like you're ready. I feel like you are really ready to make this next move. If you feel like it's not an even or balanced give and take, that's where I feel like, okay, if I'm going to make any changes and have that sense of peace, because it's time. It's really time. I think you have tried to make something happen long enough. And, honestly, you really, were trying to go the distance, probably with somebody or a situation. And it's now time to give it a rest. It's just like you're tired, you're exhausted. Because I feel like, Taurus, you have been the person that has gone above and beyond the call of duty to make someone else happy. Now, it's not our job, not for any of us, to make someone else happy. We can be happy with someone, but the ultimate source of happiness must be from the person, our individual selves. So I feel as if you've given a lot, and you haven't received back. So now you're at that point where if you want to have that sense of peace, you're going to have to, probably give something up. Because right now, I feel as if you are missing out on something really great in life, because you're not moving from this gray into this technicolor place. I feel as if you've been stuck in this depressed state that needs to shift, and the only way to shift that is to break a cycle that has been holding you back. I mean, I think you gave it your best shot, all right? I'm going to tell you that. You gave it your all, but it was not enough because honestly, I feel as if it was just not meant to be. And you'll be surprised that as soon as you do make the break and change up a cycle and get out of this routine, that's where the magic is. The magic is always when we jump out of our comfort zone. And I feel like you're at that point where it's time to take a chance, Do something different. Break the routine, you know, because, you know, you've been ready for a long time, all right? And you're not following your true north. You are not following what your heart's desire is. You have stayed in a situation to make somebody happy. And like I said, it's not up to us to make somebody happy. It's up to us to make ourselves happy. You know, and when you're happy and they're happy and we're all happy, you know, but when one person is really happy and the other one isn't, you know, then, you know, the balance just isn't there. So make yourself happy. Let them make themselves happy. We've got to plug into our own selves. And I feel as if, again, this is being confirmed with this, you know, no place like home and higher power. I mean, we are really, it really is about our internal happiness. Because if you're not happy inside, you're not going to be happy outside. All right, so we're moving into a new moon, Taurus. Well, for all of us. So I think it's a real opportunity. Look, it's time to go. Yeah, it's time to make this break or break this cycle. I mean, it's been a long time coming, Taurus, and you're a fixed sign, and I know you hang in there longer than you probably should. But all that glitters is not gold, and it's time to take the mask off and really find that inner source of peace. All right, so let's move on to our Gemini. Gemini, what's going on with you? I feel as if there's a situation that you know cannot be fixed. All right. I mean, you've tried, maybe you got into a big fight, and I think you've imagined all the possible ways to turn a problem around. But, you know, if the other person doesn't want to fix it between you and them, then, you know, there's no point in trying to push it. All right. When they're ready, they'll be ready. But for now, I feel as if, you know, you've done everything you can to try to make a situation work between you and and I feel like it's a friend. I don't feel like it's like a love thing. I feel like, you know, it's you and your friend, and we got into this big fight, and now what are we going to do? And, you know, I think you know what you need to do. And the best thing to do is to just move on, you know, enjoy your life, you know, because you can't have regrets in life, you know. The past is the past. We learn from the past and we move on. So I feel as if, Gemini, you are ready to embrace this brand new life. And, you know, with the new life, not everybody's going to come with you, you know. So a lot of times, you know, we want our life to include all of these people and things and stuff. But a new life sometimes, you know, almost asks us to like let go of the stuff that does not suit us. If we are going to embrace a new life, let's embrace it, you know, and with that will be some endings. So again, it's not about looking back or you know, looking forward. It's about being very present in the moment and knowing that, you know, the only thing you can do is live in this moment. You can't go back in time and change things. And, you know, even though you would love to reconnect with your person, your friend, or whatever, I feel as if you know that there's no going back. So embrace this new life that is wanting to come out and be, you know, in the forefront. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like breaking out of cycles. You know, it's just, it's not easy. And, you know, if you can't fix something, you've just got to move on, right? And let the universe take care of it for you. And I think you start to see that, you know, you can't have it all with this person, or you can't have it all with this job, you know, and, you know, what it is what it is, and there is no fixing it. So I think it's time for you to really focus on what you need to build your life, because you have a vision, you have a new life, you want to start it. Yep. And look, you can do this on your own. You don't need their help. Nope, you don't need their help at all. All right, so let's move on to our Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Cancer, what's going on for you today? Grateful, thankful to all of our Cancerians out there. What messages does the universe have for all of our Cancers? I'm using the wisdom of the Oracle for these readings today. Cancer. All right, so you too, I feel as if you are faced with something, a decision about your person. We have loyal heart. I think you have been very loyal to someone. But I think now it's time for you time to go. Time for you to really embrace moving in a new direction. One that is probably going to be much better for you. I think you have given everything you could, whether it's a job, a relationship, a person. But, you know, it's just not working. Okay, milk and honey reverse. I mean, this is not bringing you that picnic of life that you've always wanted. And, you know, even though you don't want to let things go, sometimes, you know, with resistance, we do have to move on. You know, you have not been happy. And you haven't been happy probably in a relationship with someone that I think you invested heart and soul. You know, and we are at that shift. This is about building our happiness in our future. You know, so when these things happen, whether we like it or not, it is for our highest good, because you know, we have, our highest good is to be happy. You know, that is our highest good. And right now in this connection, in this job, you're just not happy. You are not happy, you know, because it has not been a balanced give and take, you know. So I think when the rose colored, I love that phrase. That's my phrase of the day. When the rose colored glasses come off and we start to see things as they really are, and we start to see that, wow, you know, I have given an awful lot and I have received very little. That's when we start to turn ourselves around, and that's when we can start to put ourselves first, because, you know, we get lost in relationships, we get lost in our jobs, you know, we give and give and give and give and realize that all of a sudden there's nothing left in our battery tank. So I feel like this is an energy that has to do with a male. We have this yang energy, you know, it's very unsettled, and you have a lot of history, you know, and you're just not happy. You are not happy. So it may be time to deliver the message that you've been putting off to this person. Big changes. But, you know, we're moving towards a new moon in Virgo, so it's not that surprising that these energies are coming out. So now let's move on to our Leos. I know I'm moving through these really fast, but I'm just trying to get everybody in fast charge energy. And then, you know, what I'll do is I will break down all of the signs, and I'll do them over the course of the week. Like I said, I'm going to try to revive my channel, bring the energy back, you know, and just really enjoy ourselves. All right, Leo, you come out with the card of Y reversed. And to be fair, so, you know, I feel as if you're done asking the questions. You know, I think you're done asking the questions. You're done trying to figure out. Some of you may actually be looking at a divorce. But I feel like you're done. You know, done is done. Done is done. The soulmate reverse with the to be fair card, it's like you need to be in balance. And this connection that you are involved in, it's just not working for you. You know, and this isn't for everyone, right? You know, but I feel as if you have been in a very depressed state. Who was the other one? Was it Taurus? You know, you have not been feeling good, you know, and we've got to bring life back into you. And the only way to do that is by really finding what will bring you back into balance. And if somebody is throwing you off, not treating you fairly, you know, I think it's time for you to embrace a brand new life on your own. You know, so if this has been something that you've been contemplating, not knowing whether or not you wanted to really make this big break, I think what's more important is that you find your happiness again, that you find the magic and the joy in life. So if that has been missing, I feel like this is really a good opportunity, you know, for you to embrace a change that has really been a long time coming. I mean, Treasure Island reversed. I mean, you are just, it's like you're sinking. Do you know what I mean? You're drowning, you know, trying to keep this all balanced, you know, with this person. And the demands are so high that you are paying the price, Leo. So I feel like it's about you coming into your own. I think you've gained a lot of wisdom through this connection, this relationship. But ultimately, you know, you've got to pull yourself out of the dark, all right? And you need to rise up and embrace a brand new life that's more in line with you. And yeah, here you are, regenerating yourself. I mean, rebuilding is a big theme for you. So yeah, I think you're tired. I think you're tired of being depressed. I think you're tired of the whole energy that's gone out and depleted you into nothing. So it's time for a big change for you, and I'm excited. No place like home. You want that sense of peace. And with this card, a lot of that is about the peace inside of us. It's not just our home place. And yeah, we need to make our home our sacred space. We need to know that when we walk through the door, we feel safe, we feel loved, we feel happy. And I feel like that's not been the case for you. So what's more important is that peace, that inner peace inside of us. And yeah, you've been very off balance. So let's see that turn around for you. Yeah, it's not working. It's not working. It's not bringing you the happiness and the joy. Then you need to make some changes, because when we get into that state of depression, and I can speak from experience because I suffer from depression, you know, it is so important to do what we can to pull us out, even if we don't want to. And I feel like for some of you Leos, that's where you are. You've tried to make it work. You've tried to make it work. It's not working. Nothing's working, you know, and this could be a business prospect. Maybe you're working with a partner and you're losing money. You're not gaining money. But whatever it is not for you. All right? So I think once you let go of this, you will find your milk and honey. All right? So you're going to have some faith that it is okay to not take this to the end. You know, maybe you're not going to go the distance anymore. It is okay. All right? It's almost as if the universe is putting these walls up around you so that you have no other choice to break through them. So again, the situation you are dealt with, it's not good for you. It's not healthy for you. And we got to pull you up from your bootstraps and find that happiness inside you. All right, Leo? So let's move on. Who's next? We have Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Virgo. What's going on, Virgo? What's going on with all of our Virgos at this time? Grateful, thankful for the messages. Grateful for all of you for tuning in, being a part of my channel, helping me revive the energy. I'm feeling good, so let's keep it going. All right, Virgo, you're hanging on to something that is not working either. You know, I feel like the theme of this whole reading so far for all of the signs is about breaking out of what is not going to bring us happiness. So I think, Virgo, you have been trying to build something with someone for a while now, and you are not willing to let it go. You're going to seek out the help that it's going to take to turn this around. So yeah, Virgo, I mean, I feel as if you have been in a really tough situation. It's very karmic. Whatever this issue is with this person, this is truly a karmic lesson. So we can either choose to learn the lesson or to let the lesson keep on going with us. So I feel as if you can no longer pretend that, you know, trying to fix something and build a future with somebody is going to happen. I think you've already reached out for help. I think you've already tried everything you can try. And I think now you really have to be honest with yourself. You know, this is a karmic lesson, you know, and it is wanting you to learn the lesson. And sometimes our lesson is that we hang on to what we think is going to change and make us happy, when the lesson really is, you know, you don't have to take this. You can stand up for yourself and not go along, and you can make these changes, and you can seek out life that is more in line with you. I mean, you have been resisting a change with this whole energy around someone, and you've been needing to let it go. You know, whether this is a marriage, a job, you know, a house, a car, whatever it is, you know that it's time for this to change. All right. So the more you hang on to it, Virgo, the harder it's going to get. It's not going to get easier because you are not paying attention to the lesson. The lesson is, you know, why am I doing this? Again, I think it was Taurus where I said, you know, our job here on this earth is not to make other people happy. If you are not happy and you're trying to make other people happy, that's not what's happening here, all right? If we are happy, then that energy is transferred to what's going on around us, All right, so trying to keep everybody happy never works. It never works. It only works when we are starting to find that energy and that life force within us. So I feel like for you, Virgo, it is really time to make a change and to let go. All right, so now we are going to move on to our Libras. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's going on for all of our Libras at this time? Grateful, thankful to all of you Librans out there. If you like the reading so far, please hit that like button. So simple, so simple. And it really helps my channel because the YouTube algorithms, that sent me into a depression. All right, Libra. What you thought was a blessing has turned out to not be a blessing. So it's almost as if you got a double-edged sword going on here. I feel like in trying to avoid a situation, you created a new situation that is just as conflicting. So yeah, and now you're overwhelmed because it's gotten so chaotic. Like this energy that I see here, it's just like, you know, you're not being really honest into whether or not you can really make this work, okay? So you're exhausting yourself because I'm feeling this really tired energy and you're really overwhelmed because how are you going to balance all of this? Because there's a lot of chaos swimming around you, right? And you're losing a sense of balance in who you are. I mean, you are overwhelmed. You don't know what to do anymore. I feel like you're not even sleeping. It's just like too much of you is going out and not enough is coming back in, you know? And it's just like, because you're gonna take it to the end. You're gonna take it to the end. You're gonna take it to the end. And you know, sometimes when we try to force something, you know, that's when it backfires. You know, maybe you're not supposed to take this to the end. Maybe you're supposed to go down another road. Maybe, you know, all of this chaos is because you keep trying to fix something on top of fixing something else, on top of fixing something else, on top of fixing something else, when the truth is you need to let it all go and go down that road, you know, and that will all get fixed on its own. So I feel as if it's really time for you to break out of this cycle, you know, because it's a pattern. And you've got to have a lot of faith in order for this to happen, Libra, you know, because, you know, to keep trying to fix something on top of fixing something on top of fixing something, it's just like some things are not meant to be fixed, you know, and it's not meant for you to fix it. So it may be time, Libra, for you to kind of let that go. Seems like you're not alone. You are not alone. Yeah, I mean, and I think you've known this, all right, and you've avoided it. You know, but so much so that I mean, here's this card of exhaustion, time for a rest. You've got to give it a rest, all right? Especially so that you can come back into balance, all right? So let go of it and quit trying to fix everything all the time. All right, let's move on to our Scorpio. Scorpio, what's going on, Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Scorpio. All right, you too, you're hanging on to something, all right? I feel like it's just like everybody's gotten the same kind of message. All right, so you are involved in a relationship where you feel really left out and alone, all right? And you pretend that that's not what's really happening, you know? But are you really feeling good about yourself? I don't think so, you know? So yeah, you know, when we are in a relationship where we don't want to admit that, you know, you feel left out. It's almost like I feel like with you, Scorpio, it's like you guys go out to a party together, right? And, you know, they leave you high and dry over there and they're out socializing, having a real good time. And the only time you guys come back to talk to each other is when it's time to go. You know, that's not a kind of relationship that a Scorpio does very well in, you know? So, you know, I see you wanting to make this work with this person, but are they really in it with you? All right. I mean, are they really in it with you? You know, is this, you know, are we both here together, or, you know, we show up because we've come together, you know, but then we separate. So it's like, where are you? So I'm getting that energy for you, Scorpio, that, you need somebody who, when you walk into a party, you guys stick together and you kind of mingle around together. That I think would make you much happier, but that's not what I see happening here. So what are you going to do? Well, I think you want things to really change with this card of new life. I think you really want to feel good. I think you really want to feel, that you guys are building together. And I think you guys had it at one time. And I think this is what you see. This is what you were building with each other, but sometimes when we get involved in a relationship, it gets very complacent. And I think you are at that point of complacency with each other. And, you're the one that is feeling a little lost and out to sea. So it's time to regenerate, rebuild, kind of like me coming back here on my channel. It's time to come back and let's see if we can renew and revitalize the energy between you and whatever the situation is, whether it's a person, a job, you know what it is. All right, Scorpio. Whew. That was pretty intense. All right, let's move on to our Sagittarians. Sagittarians, what's going on with you? What? You're done with not having any money? Let's get out of that poor man's mentality, because I feel as if, that's what's holding you back. There's like a block. There's a block. And it could be that you were really overwhelmed trying to keep up with everything that you were supposed to be doing. But I am sensing a big block. And it's almost as if you create it yourself, all right? If you don't get what you want, I feel like you get in your own way, and a lot of it is because, you do things your own way, and maybe that's what needs to change. So I do see that there is energy about to shift, and, there's a part of you that also says, I know that I can do it this way. But sometimes you need to reach out and get the help to get to your final goal. Don't be afraid to reach out for that. If you have been depressed lately and feeling as if, this is never going to shift, I do feel as if there will be a break. And for many of you Sagittarians, I feel as if all of a sudden, with a little bit of flexibility, all of a sudden things start to turn for you. Did you see that card fly out? Yeah, I feel like you come into your power, you come into your own. It's almost as if, you get injected with this aha of like, oh, I get it. But, you've been telling yourself, I'm not ready to come out. I'm not ready to do this. I'm not ready to move on. But I feel as if it's really important for you to be open to the shifts, the ebbs and flows of life. Just because things aren't good all the time doesn't mean it's bad. This is the cycle of life. If we were always on a high, we wouldn't appreciate the high when we were coming out of a low. But anyway, I do feel as if that, without much effort on anybody's part, you will start to see that things will start to happen when you let go of control. All right, Sag? So let go of control. And trust the process, right? Trust the process, and you will find a lot more peace and happiness. I mean, whenever we try to control everything, that's when it always backfires, right? Yeah, you'll be happy. You'll be happier. I promise you, you're going to be happy. Things, let go, let God, that kind of thing. That's what I think is coming towards you. So let's turn our attention now to our Capricorns. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, Capricorn. Going on for our Cappies? You're going to the distance. I like it. You're almost to the finish line. So whatever it is you've been setting your goals on, I feel like you're almost there. Oh, look at that. And this, what I'm getting is just like, if you wanted to lose weight, I feel like you're finally at that point where you're feeling good about how you are. You've lost enough weight that you can tell and you're feeling that vibe. I just feel as if no matter what it is that you are involved in, you are almost there, and you can feel that finish line and it feels good and very empowering. So I'm excited for you. For some of you Capricorns, I do see this is really important because you have been in a state of depression. So now it's like it's all going to just turn itself around. You know, if money has been a real worry, I feel like even that's going to turn around. You've just got to be open, Capricorn, to the energies that want to come through. It's just like you're right there. I mean, look, go the distance. Here you are. It's like you are right there, you know, so don't give up on yourself. All right, Capricorn, don't give up on yourself. You too can push through all of this. I mean, I think you've been disappointed and you felt a little overwhelmed. Like life has kind of, you know, dealt you, you know, maybe not the best hand in life, but I feel as if yeah, you are almost to the finish line, almost to your goals, you know, so don't give up before you reach the end. I feel like that's a real strong message for you. All right, Capricorn, you are almost there. Don't give up. You know, it's just like, you know that you don't want to give this up. You know you want to push through. You know that you can make things happen if you really apply yourself. So apply yourself, all right? You got this. You got this. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Aquarius, I see a lot of luck coming your way. We like that. I like that. Serendipity. Yeah, I think it's funny because I feel with this observer card reversed, I feel like you don't even see how your luck is going to change. You know, that's exciting. That is so exciting. What is this card? Yeah. You know, and I feel it's because you have done your work. I feel like there was a lot of stuff that you needed to clean up, that you needed to take care of. And, you know, as you start moving through life and changing things, I feel as if you start to see this whole new lease of life come out towards you. And I love that this card is just like really bright. You know, the sense of like spontaneity. So if you get this urge, Aquarius, to, you know, take a drive, you know, to some town you never drive through or whatever, take it. I think you're going to be happily surprised that, you know, within the spontaneity, you find just treasures and luck and, you know, just everything you've ever wanted. So I feel as if you know that you needed to do some work, whether it's on yourself, your attitude, that kind of energy. And I feel as if you've been guided all along, you know, so don't overthink things. Don't overthink things, Aquarius. I feel like, you know, the tables are about to turn in your favor. So now, oops, wait, we have another message. Yeah, look at that. I love it, Aquarius. You're going to do really, really great. All right, blessings, they're abound. So whatever it is that has made you bring you down, feel bad. I mean, you've definitely had the best reading so far. I just feel like the tables are turning in your favor. All right, Pisces, last but not least, you too are ready for something really big to happen. You know, I mean, we have to embrace the changes that are being imposed on us, all right? A lot of times we resist making the changes that will help us to grow. And I feel like this is where we are all at, all of us, collectively, you know? So again, you are really ready to, you know, put yourself back in line, balance yourself out. You know, the card of the Fates, it's about accepting the things that you cannot change, all right, and changing the things that you can. This has been the theme for all of us. You know, we need to learn how to embrace the changes, even if it's uncomfortable. So when it comes to home, maybe some of you are moving, maybe there's been a big shift in the home, you know, maybe you got a dog and you never had a dog before, and it's like all of a sudden the whole routine is like all shook up because now you got to get up in the middle of the night, take the dog out. I mean, whatever it is, all right, I just feel as if you are at that place where you are willing to make the changes to bring balance into your life, into your home, so that things feel good. And you, like Aquarius, get this card of serendipity. So I'm feeling like, you know, we've just got to embrace the shifts that are coming upon us. We are heading towards a new moon. I love it when we head towards a new moon because it gives us an opportunity for a fresh start. It gives us an opportunity to put down our addictions. It's our opportunity to say, you know, I'm going to clean the house and I'm going to make it really feel good around here. You know, so I feel as if, you know, this is what the universe is wanting of you, as well as all of us, Pisces. So let's see if there's any other messages for you. Yeah, this is a rebuilding, a renewal. I mean, it's just like we are given now another chance on life, you know, and we cannot be afraid to be who we are. So with that, I just want to encourage us all to be our authentic selves, you know, and to really embrace the changes, even if we don't like change. All right, with that, I'm going to end this little quick draw here, and I will be back throughout the week. I promise you, I'm going to be putting out readings regularly, more regularly, can hardly even talk, more regularly than I have, so that I can kind of get this energy up. But it's going to take both you and me and, you know, and efforts on all sides. So hit that like button, help me out, and yeah, I'll see you at the next reading. Until then, be well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.